which I'll explain. But
Okay.
family was the first thing I wrote, which or the second thing I wrote. But the first thing I wanted to say was, it's incredible, man, because I was in there last night. My special came out yesterday, and I was in the club last night. I just dropped in real quick to say hi to Tony, and Ari was around for his last night before he.
Yeah, what is he doing? He's going on a walkabout?
Some secret.
He just sent me some text message. He said this weekend was perfect for my send-off from stand-up comedy. And I go, what does that mean, my send-off? What are you doing? Fucking weirdo.
He's going.
He always has to fucking throw his life into a turmoil every couple of years.
He's the weirdest man I've ever met.
Oh, he's so weird. He's awesome, though.
I love him.
He's amazing.
He's one of my best friends.
He's a unique, very unique individual. That's a one of one.
Yes. And he's done some stuff. He's a polarizing individual.
Oh, without a doubt. Without a doubt. He took a shit on stage with a note inside of it during a Skankfest show. He shit on the plastic and then pulled out the note and read it.
Yeah, I remember that happening.
Yeah, don't do that.
I talked to him about it.
Yeah.
And he goes, I go, Ari, I love you. Why do you make it so hard for yourself? Right? And he goes, he got mad. We were sitting in the green room. It was just me and him, and he got mad, and he's sitting there. He goes, oh yeah, and censor jokes. And then I go, no, I'm not into censoring jokes. I'm saying you shouldn't bloody shit on a stage. And he kept going, and I look him in the eye. I go, Brian, you did the only thing I've ever seen shake Brian Holtzman. Or Ari, sorry. I go, Ari, you've done the only thing I've seen shake Brian Holtzman. I saw Brian after you did that, and Holtzman was like, I don't know. It was just...
But that's what he wants. That's what Ari wants. Mission accomplished.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, he's like, he's the real deal. He's really fucking throws it all into the fire. He runs right into the wood chipper. Let's see.
Yes. Yeah. He,
But I like it, like he's thinking about, like, creatively, you hit like dips and you don't know what to talk about anymore. And sometimes you need to go on a walkabout.
Yeah, I think I see him and I admire it greatly because it's so opposite of how I'm wired. But
yeah, it's not me either. I don't dig it. But he goes like months at a time with nothing but like a burner phone.
Yeah.
No text message, no emails, no nothing.
I said to him yesterday, I go, I'm going to miss you, dude. And he's like, I'm going to miss you too. And I go, please stay in touch. He goes, I go, please stay in touch. He goes, I'll hit you up in a couple months with a number from another. I was like,
yeah, he likes to do that.
Yeah.
But it works for him. Like it's like he's not faking it. He genuinely enjoys doing it.
Yeah,
he's smart. He's like, I got to throw my brain into a totally different environment every now and again and see what's really going on.
I think he likes the challenge that life can be. Like, I think he likes the idea of, he's one of those guys where if he says, that scares the shit out of me, he's first in line to do it. Like, it's all about, like, if you don't face it, what's the point, Right. So I think he creates these incredible, it's so funny, when you discuss what he's about to do with certain people, some people go, that's insane. What? And other people go, oh my God, I admire it so much. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
it's sort of like the guy that killed that United Healthcare CEO. Depending upon your perspective, it was either so fucking awesome or, oh my God, they're going to start killing CEOs.
Luigi Shafir.
And he's so handsome.
Yes, he is.
The thing about Luigi, though, is Luigi picked the right person to kill. Not like meaning that guy. I mean, a healthcare executive. You're going to get the least amount of sympathy.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Not that individual one. Look, you shouldn't kill anybody.
Right.
I can't believe I have to say this, but don't go shooting people.
I agree.
But also, like when you realize how, Ben Askren, I don't know who his healthcare provider was, but Ben Askren, he developed some kind of crazy pneumonia and then it became necrotic. So it like ate holes in his lungs.
Okay.
He's 40 years old. He's a former UFC fighter, former Bellator champion, elite athlete, fantastic wrestler. Had to get a double lung replacement surgery at 40. And insurance didn't want to cover it.
It's insane. It's insane.
What are you talking about? He's going to die. Like, he doesn't have lungs anymore. He was on a ventilator for months. He didn't have lungs anymore.
I can't even fathom. I just had a bunch of water damage. My dishwasher leaked while I was away. and I had a bunch of water damage in my condo that I had to get obviously fixed. There was rotted wood and caught its mold and all this stuff. And my insurance company gave me sort of what I needed to cover it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I was furious. I can't fucking imagine
If
you're
health.
in a situation like that, where it's
Right.
your health, or if it's your home, like with the people with the fires.
Oh, yeah.
I can't even imagine the fucking rage.
Yeah.
Like it's undefinable, and they wouldn't cover. So that's
Such
it.
a weird game they're playing. Their business is pay you as little as possible and get you to give them money every month so that maybe if something happens, they'll pay for it. Maybe, but maybe not.
I have a friend.
Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe you
Yeah.
need a double lung transplant and they're like, nope, we're not going to cover that. That's too much money.
Yeah.
Come to court.
Yeah.
Or figure it out.
Insurance has become buying the protection plan at Best Buy. You know, where it's
But no, Best Buy's protection plan's way better. It's way better. If you buy like a new Samsung Galaxy phone, you buy the protection plan at Best Buy, and then it fucks up on you. They give you a fucking brand new one. They just have you fill out a little paperwork. You show
good
your
point.
receipt. They shake your hand. Thank you. You say thank you to them, and you leave. It's fucking great. The insurance gamble's the craziest gamble ever. I'm going to pay you every month, and hopefully you'll be kind enough to cover my insurance if something goes wrong.
It is fucking wild. Dude, I have a friend
Wild.
who's a lawyer who has to often rep insurance companies in cases.
Oh, my God.
And I said to him, dude, with all due respect, I'm not coming at you. I go, how do you sleep at night? You know, it's
Yeah.
a tough position to be in. And he goes, here's how I justify it. If I get the insurance company off or I save them some money, that does trickle down to the users with their premiums, making insurance continually as affordable as possible. He goes, the second I lose for my client, they turn around and fuck everybody even more. So he's like, that's the one little silver lining with it, like, I guess, you know? But that's a very sad...
That's a weird silver lining.
Yeah.
That sounds like someone trying to cope. Doesn't it?
It does
It
a
totally
little
sounds
bit.
like I have to kill some people. There's an overpopulation problem, Joe DeRosa. So we're going to have to go around and kill people. That's what that sounds like to me. It's like what? It'll make it better for everybody else. There'll be less resources being depleted by the people we kill. Like what?
Do you think that there's... His is more job injury stuff.
I know, but
hear
it's
you.
so
Yeah.
gaslighty. It's so gaslighty. If we fuck these people over, it'll be better for everybody else. Because then you could feed the demons. The demons will be appeased.
God, you know, I never thought of it that way, and I had a feeling as I was saying it, you were going to flip it into a thing that was going to leave me disturbed, and it has.
If there's anything demonic, like people don't want to think about demonic, like they don't want to think like, oh, there's like a devil with a pitchfork and a fucking tail with a pointy end to it. And
Yeah.
But like, what is demonic behavior? Like if you know that someone's going to die, but you can deny them coverage because you just can make some sort of a subjective decision whether or not this person should get coverage, and then you know they're going to die, and they've been paying for insurance for years.
Yeah.
How do you do that? That's like a pact with it. Like you could just sign here and then they're covered. And then they get this operation. You do everything you can to help them. And then everybody loves your company. Or you could say, I just want the money now.
It's dark.
It's dark.
It's dark.
It's just there's no pitchforks. There's no brimstone. So you don't think, you don't think it's demonic.
The thing that leaves me without hope, and I am not a very hope-filled individual, but the thing that leaves me with even less hope every day is I feel like the culture and people in all positions, but yours is we're talking a very macro example of the thing. I find that more and more people every day they position themselves in a way where they say, I will not be accountable, and I will force you to be the one that has accountability to hold me to something. And until you hold me to something where I cannot squirm or pivot in any way, at that point I will then be accountable. And I feel that more and more people operate like that, obviously on a corporate level, but also an individualistic level. It makes me very, very sad. It's like having so many people that you encounter in your life, sometimes it's friends, and you're sitting there going, really? I have to be the adult? Mm-hmm. I have to sit you down as a 48-year-old man and say to you, what you're acting like right now is fucked up.
Yeah.
Why do I have to do that with you? Because you're not going to do it, so I guess I have to.
Right.
And the more that you try to hold yourself to accountability, and I'm not patting myself on the back in any way, but I find that burden grows and grows and grows, and you just start to get to this place where you're like, what the fuck is going on? It's like an epidemic of ethics at a certain point.
Especially if you get indoctrinated into a real cutthroat corporate environment. You know, those guys can justify a lot of stuff because that's in the culture. Like, our culture is talking shit to each other. Like, the way we talk shit to each other, like, there's a lot of people in a lot of other jobs that would have a giant problem with what you and I think is awesome.
Yeah.
Like, if you cracked on me and it was fucking awesome and we're all howling, like, I could get you in real trouble if we were accountants.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
If we're accountants, that'd be a giant problem.
Yeah.
So we're used to fucking with each other, and we're used to laughing about stuff, and we're used to saying ridiculous shit that we don't really mean just for fun. And most people aren't. So this is our culture. This would freak, like, if you got normies and you brought them into the green room of the mothership, and we're all just hanging out one night, just talking and having fun, it'd probably freak them out that people talk like this. Like, Jesus Christ, you guys are at work and you talk like this? This is crazy.
It's why comics I've seen people get very offended who aren't comics that get brought into a green room.
Right.
And the comics are kind of ignoring them or making it very clear, we don't want you in here.
Yeah.
And people think that that's the comics thinking who the fuck they are. It's not. It's like, guys, we have a thing we do. You're not part of it. You're not going to understand it. And I've seen more than once somebody get offended by something we're saying who shouldn't have been in here in the first place.
It's usually someone's boyfriend or girlfriend.
Yes.
Yeah. Almost always. Yeah. I'm trying to be nice.
Yeah. It's someone's
It's only
girlfriend.
happened once with a guy. But you got to count it. You got to count it.
Yeah. Once in 1968, a man got offended in a green room.
There's some guys that are just notoriously make bad decisions, and then they bring their bad decisions around for everybody else to revel in.
God almighty. I mean, is there anything worse?
That's right, but this is just our culture. That's the most minor of things to worry about. Someone fucking up the vibe of the green room with dopey talk, which is fine. Is fine. But it's so much better than in that cutthroat. So, like, it literally rewards sociopathic behavior. Like, to be a person who thinks entirely on the bottom line of the company. This is my job as a blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
You know, my job is to make sure that we make more money every fucking quarter, period, end of discussion. And then you get in that mindset, and that's what you're trying to do. And everybody else is trying to do that too, so they're all fucking each other over. And then what's the ultimate form of that? Politics.
Yeah.
The ultimate form of that. The ultimate form of fucking everybody over and making the biggest exaggerations and lying the most about people and using the most leverage. And it's wild to watch, man.
And what you're describing is it's quintessential Rod Serling shit.
Yeah.
It's when it comes down to survival, because eventually that to me is what the technique is and how you get it to keep working in your favor if you're the asshole at the top of the food chain, right? You say, if I make people desperate enough, they will do desperate things to keep the situation that they feel now privileged to have or lucky to have.
Right.
And you get people, did you ever see that Twilight Zone where the guy has the bunker?
Yeah.
And he tells the neighbors, I keep telling you, build a nuclear bunker. You're going to need it. They're all making fun of him. And then the thing comes over the radio as they're talking at dinner. There are nuclear missiles on the way, whatever. And he goes to his bunker, and they're all at his door, like, let us in. He goes, I told you guys, you should have made a bunker. There's only enough room in here for me and my family. And they kick his door in, and they turn on each other, and they start getting racial with each other, right? God. And then at the end, it was a false alarm.
Oh, God. And now everybody's revealed.
Everybody's sitting there like, yeah. And they're like, well, sorry about that. He's like, no, there's no turning back from this, you know?
Yeah.
But that's what it is. It's people get so desperate. It's survival. And as long as they feel that fear, that threat, that my weekly paycheck might be cut off from me, and that starts the chain of dominoes to my children starving and whatever it is.
Yep.
People do some really foul fucking shit, man.
Oh, yeah.
You know? Some really foul fucking shit, you know? I feel very lucky that we're in several different ways. You know, we're all operating sort of at different levels of this crazy industry we're in. But all of us in this circle that we now all exist in comedy, it's like we all get to be independently employed, independently sufficient. And I think that allows you to potentially live a better life, you know?
It's just a better way of life for sure. Well, at least for us. But the thing is, some people, they genuinely like coding. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's like, unless you can get a job off-site where they don't even let you do that anymore. Now they're making people go back to work, which is so interesting.
Yeah.
Because there was a few people that fucked it up for everybody else, probably. It was like a bunch of lazy people who fucked off and didn't really do their work and kind of like half-assed everything because they were at home in their fucking pajamas and they didn't want to go back to work.
Yeah. Yeah. There are guys out there that are like, I love being a janitor. What do you want me to do? I gotta go work somewhere.
It's just people saying they don't want to go back to the office. That to me is a wild one. Like, everyone always had to work in an office. There was a reason. You go there, that's work.
Right.
When you're at home, you could just be staring at your phone. You could be jerking off. How many reporters got caught jerking off? Like the Zoom calls?
Insane.
You can't just leave people alone.
Insane.
They'll pretend they're doing as good a job. They're not. They got to go to the office. That's why, like, all the people that are like super ambitious, like psycho Elon Musk type characters, you got to go to the fucking office.
You know, dude, I have mixed feelings about the office thing because I worked in offices at one point. I understand somebody saying, dude, it was soul deadening. The overhead lights, the gray cubicles, whatever, right?
Oh, I get it.
So I get like, I don't want to be in that environment. It sucks. But now you see offices, I talk about this in my act a little bit. It's like, now they make them fun. There's like ping pong tables and shit like that. I don't like that either. I think that creates the wrong vibe at work.
That's severance.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah. It should be just soul deadening enough that you feel like I must work.
Yes.
But maybe not, I want to hang myself.
God.
You know? And I think all that beanbag chairs in the office shit is a fucking fishing lure.
What did you do when you were an office worker? This episode is brought to you by the Farmer's Dog. I think we can all agree that eating highly processed food for every meal isn't optimal. So why is processed food the status quo for dog food? Because that's what kibble is, an ultra-processed food. But a healthy alternative exists, the Farmer's Dog. They make fresh food for dogs. And what does it look like? Real meat and vegetables that are gently cooked to retain vital nutrients and help avoid any of the bad stuff that comes with ultra processing. And it's not just random ingredients thrown together. Their food is formulated by on-staff board certified vet nutritionists. These people are experts on dog nutrition, and they're all in on fresh food. The Farmer's Dog also does something unique. They portion out the food to your dog's nutritional needs. This ensures that you don't overfeed them, making weight management easy. Research shows that dogs kept at a healthy weight can live up to 2.5 years longer. Head to thefarmersdog.com/Rogan to get 50% off your first box plus free shipping. This offer is for new customers only.
The last one I had was I worked for the Senate in Texas. I worked for the, your expression is so funny.
I'm just waiting for you to finish this. This is interesting. I didn't want to give it away.
I worked for the Texas Senate. I worked for the Senate Media Department during the 76th legislative session or the 77th.
No shit. What'd you do with them?
So I went to college for production, video and audio production. And I got out of school, and at the time, I graduated in 2000. So it was right after that whole Tarantino, Robert Rodriguez indie film boom happened. And I said, that's what I want to do. I want to work in independent film. I want to do that. I want to write scripts. I want to direct movies. I want to create like in that space. So I said, well, I keep hearing about this Austin, Texas. Robert Rodriguez is from there. Who's the guy? Slacker. The guy that did Slacker and Dazed and Confused. And Richard Linklater. He was from here. And I'm like, well, those guys are doing stuff down there. And, I had no fucking concept how any of it worked.
Right.
So I moved down here. I met a few people that had the same interest. I was like, yeah, this is what I want to do. Immediately, they were like, yeah, get in fucking line, buddy. Good luck. Right? So I got a job. For a little while, I was working at like the PBS or whatever, the government TV station over here, whatever the hell it was.